Well, guys, let's go ahead and move on to what topic is this? This is topic number 5. Topic number 5, and it's kind of crazy. We got Salma Hayek, who is going to be one of the Eternals in the next Marvel movie, and she has some discrimination against her, man. And I got the report right here, and I'm actually coming to you first, Lamont. And it says, this is from People. Salma Hayek says she was not cast in 2 big comedies because she is Mexican. Salma Hayek, who stars in the upcoming Hitman's Wife, Bodyguard, and Eternals, said that she was discriminated against in Hollywood early in her career because she is Mexican. And it is horrible. Salma Hayek is opening up about the discrimination she faced as an actress in Hollywood because of her Mexican roots. And her new cover story in Variety, the Oscar nominee 54 recalled auditioning for the lead role in 2 big comedies only to be turned down. And I have this right here from her. Afterwards, the directors told me that I was the best audition and that I was better than who they cast and that they regretted it, Hayek said. But at the time, they knew the studios wouldn't have gone for a Mexican as the lead. Hayek continued, if you are a woman and you are in a movie, it's very, Hayek continued, if you are a woman and you are in a movie that is very successful and they say you are their favorite character, they still will give all the credits of the box office to the guy. They don't count who you're bringing into the theaters. Lamont, how you feeling about all this, man? I know it's messed up, but how you feeling?
Salma, welcome to the club that Black people have been complaining about for years. I certainly hope that when we have these rallies and these protests for equal justice, that your ass is on the front lines and you are telling people that you're going through this same thing. I mean, look, we know that this exists. She is a phenomenal actress, beautiful person, and from by all accounts of what I've seen in her interviews, she's pretty cool. And when you hear this stuff is happening to her, it just lets you know to the degree of where it's happening to everybody else who is even darker complexion than she is. And she's got the chops. She said it right there. And what she should have done was out at the studio, out at the movie, and let us know who got the role so that we can have a better grasp of who they picked up instead of her when we know that she can act her butt off. And so she needs to be one helping lead this movement, that we need to get a little bit more people in these higher positions in Hollywood saying, checking folks, checking directors, checking the movie producers, saying, look, we're going to go at this one because she's talented. She can do the job. I don't give a damn if she's from Mars. I don't care if she's blue. She can do the job. She has a draw. Put her in there. Let's go. Because we have seen people who have been shitted on in place of someone who has lesser talent, can't hold the role. I'm not going to say Jason Momoa, but I'm just saying people in that same ilk. And having said that, I'll pass it to Larry.
Yes, sir. he memorized the order. Had it written down. Go ahead, Larry.
Oh, man.
Funny. He got cameras in my house. No. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Larry.
Ditto? No, I don't. I mean, yes. I mean, we know that stuff happens in Hollywood all the time. It's not a big surprise. I don't think anyone's surprised by it. The thing that bothers me is when the producers are saying, well, we knew that the studios wouldn't go for a Mexican actor in the lead. I feel like you have to make the ask. Like, right. Maybe they shoot you down and they say no, but you can meet with them and say, look at the screen test. Just look at the screen test of the people that we're considering and tell me that she's not the best one for this job, for this role.
Exactly.
And if they still say no, then okay, no worries. We go with the other one. We already have a backup. I mean, it's not no worries. You still want to, still there's a problem if they say no because she's Mexican. But to just simply say we don't think they're going to go for it, and so you don't even make the effort, it's sort of a cop-out. It's really sort of a cop-out.
You know what, Larry? I don't mean to interrupt you, but this kind of sounds like when you had a friend's house and you ask, like, hey, ask your mama, can I stay over? And they say, nah, she going to say no anyway. That kind of lets you know that they didn't really want you to stay in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Good point. Good point.
It's just like I don't know. It's just a real messed up situation. But
well, hold on, I'm gonna let you talk because I'm coming to you next. Let me just read this quote real quick. It's the next quote. In my case, I was already a very big star in my country. She added, I was bringing the Latino market into the theaters. I know some of the studios knew that, but they didn't want to accept the value of a Latino market at the time. My bad. My bad, my brother. Go ahead.
It's all good. It's just like I said. It's just a super unfortunate situation when stuff like that happens, and it hurts you a lot because, well, I know it hurt her, and like other people this has happened to, because you work your ass off to like get to a certain position, and you know that you're the best at something, and you still don't get the gig simply because of your skin color. Like it is incredibly frustrating. And if I'm her, only reason I think she didn't out the 2 movies is because she probably has a relationship with the person they cast. Other than that, I do not think she wouldn't have came out and said something. Because I think anyone else in that position, you say exactly what those 2 big comedies were, especially if one of them, let's say one of them or even both of them weren't that good.
Right.
People would immediately like boost, like, oh, she should have been cast in that. That would get more attention on her. They would probably get her another role. I mean, scripts would be thrown at her even more. But I just honestly believe that the only reason she didn't do it because whoever was casting those roles, that she has a working relationship or a friendship with.
Right.
Yeah.
Good point.
Right on. And this last quote real quick. It never crossed my mind to be in a Marvel movie. How I tell variety. I guess that I thought that boat had sailed, and it was an absolute shock. All of a sudden, I got a call. They want to talk to you, but about a new franchise, and I was like, "What?" Why? And then I said, "Okay," but they don't tell you any information until you're on the call. And so that's just her saying that, after going through this, she's just happy now that she's, being led in a new Marvel movie, and that's just dope. She's just real thrilled about that. So,
this is one of the things, that's so important about Marvel building out a cinematic universe is that there's so many opportunities for different types of people to get work and to get their shine, because you can't build out a universe with just white people. The universe doesn't exist with just white people, and Marvel doesn't have just white people in it. So you have to cast people that are going to be black and white and Asian and Hispanic and whatever else is out there. And I just think it gives people a chance to shine. And luckily, it seems like right now over at Marvel, we have people that are actually willing to do that and give people significant roles, not just bring people in and pepper them in the background and give them 1 or 2 lines and then say, oh, no, look, see, we have black people in there. And they give them one, because they used to do this in the movies all the time. They give somebody a little tiny ass role, and then they would put them all over the billboards in the black neighborhoods thinking that they were like the star of the movie. Then you go see it and they have like 1 line and 1 scene, and then you feel like you've been ripped off. At least Marvel's not doing that. Marvel's giving people a real shot.
Right on. Or you show up to the scary movie and the black people die in 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, we already know that. That's a given.
Right on.